Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down what's honestly a huge milestone for any data pro, the DBT Architect certification.
So let me just ask you this, especially if you're in the DBT trenches day in and day out. Are you ready to go from building models to, well, architecting the entire platform? I mean, it's one thing to be great at building models with DBT, right? But to step back and architect the entire platform, making it secure, scalable, and reliable for the whole organization, yeah, that's a whole different ballgame.
Okay, so let's dive into this, because there's actually an official solution designed to validate exactly that kind of expertise. This is your next big milestone.
So what is it exactly? Well, the DBT Architect certification is that official stamp of approval. It proves you can handle DBT Cloud not just as a tool, but as a seriously robust, enterprise-ready platform. We're talking production-grade stuff.
Now, what's really cool here is that this certification is, well, it's comprehensive. It covers the entire operational lifecycle. We're talking everything from the initial setup, connections, Git, jobs, all the way to enforcing governance with things like role-based access control, and even scaling up with DBT Mesh for collaboration across different projects. So let's do a quick self-check here. Are you an analytics engineer, a data platform engineer, a team lead who's already kind of owning the DBT Cloud configuration? If you've got about 6 months or more of hands-on admin experience, you are probably way closer to being ready for this exam than you think.
All right, so if that sounds like you, let's get into the nitty-gritty. What exactly does the exam expect you to know? Let's break down the blueprint. To make this simple, the 8 official exam domains can really be grouped into 3 core pillars of architecture. You've got foundations, operations, and then governance and scale. Honestly, thinking about it like this makes the whole thing a lot less intimidating.
So, first up, foundations. This is your bread and butter. You have to prove you can build a solid foundation from scratch. That means getting the data platform connections right, nailing the Git integration, and setting up a clean strategy for your dev, staging, and prod environments. Next up, Pillar 2 is all about operations. This is the day-to-day stuff. It's about creating jobs that don't just break in the middle of the night, enabling fast and safe CI/CD with features like deferral, and setting up monitoring and alerting that catches problems before they blow up and affect the business. And finally, we have governance and scale. This is huge. This is where you prove you can secure the platform with things like role-based access control or RBAC and SSO. And it's also about scale and collaboration, using DBT Mesh and the DBT catalog so multiple teams can work together without stepping on each other's toes. Okay, knowing what's on the exam is one thing, but how do you actually prepare to pass? Let's talk strategy. All right, first things first, let's just get the logistics out of the way. Here are the key facts you absolutely need to know. It's a 2-hour exam, 65 questions, and you need a 65% to pass. Costs $200 and it's good for 2 years. Simple as that. And check this out. Here's a super manageable week-by-week game plan to get you from 0 to exam ready in just 6 weeks. You start with the basics, setting up a sandbox. Then you master foundations, dive deep into jobs, tackle security, enable scale. And then that final week is all about review and practice runs before you book it. Okay, let's talk about time management, because this is crucial. With 65 questions in 120 minutes, that gives you roughly 1.8 minutes per question. That is not a lot of time. It means you can't just kind of know the material, you have to know it cold. So to make your study time really count, you gotta be smart about it. First, learn by doing. Seriously, build a sandbox project and break stuff on purpose so you learn how to fix it. Second, don't just learn what a feature is, learn why it exists. Like, don't just know what deferral is, understand why it makes CI so much faster. And definitely keep a log of errors and how you solved them. Oh, and practice with the official sample questions, but time yourself. All right, let's get to the payoff. Why does this all matter? What's the actual return on investment for all this time and effort? This is the big question, right? Well, the benefit here is two-sided, and it's pretty powerful. On one hand, employers see this, and they know you can design clean promotion paths. You can implement safe CI/CD. You can enforce governance at scale. But for you, day to day, it means fewer of those mystery failures. You know the ones? It means faster reviews, clearer ownership between teams, and just less time fighting firing. It really is a win-win. And this isn't just theoretical. We're seeing this in the market right now.
The certification is popping up more and more as a preferred or bonus qualification in job descriptions, especially for roles like platform engineer, solutions architect, and senior analytics engineer.
When you boil it all down, becoming a DBT architect is really about one thing: mastering the principles of reliability and resilience. It's about building systems that survive the night so your future teammates, and let's be honest, your future self, will thank you. So, we've laid out the blueprint for you. The real question is, are you ready to become the architect? The next step is all yours.